Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another What If. Before we get started, I would like to say, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, sub, and like if you enjoyed. It helps out a lot. Also, that's it for the promotion for the video. Now, let's get into a recap of the last part. In the last part, we went over the wash of a Saiyan saga, and the no Frieza saga at all. Actually, Frieza became immortal even. As there was no need to go to Namek, Frieza went there in his own way, wasn't sure if he was gonna anyway, but there was no need to, and he got all the Dragon Balls and wished for immortality. Then, he went and exited the planet, as he didn't see a need for a second and third wish. He would have gone his wish for actually 5 more centimeters. He would have wished for that, probably. And I don't think he'd wish for anything else. Now then, let's get into Earth's side, as we're not even done with the Android saga. We just got into the Jiro fight. In the last part, I said that Trunks and Goku's fusion, I'm going to call it Gokunks, would be as strong as Jiro. But, honestly, that might actually happen, as the fusion is way weaker, but I'm going to say they're on par with Semi-Perfect Cell. And the reason for this is in base. The reason for this is actually because Trunks is very strong and Goku's a lot weaker. So he's going to be on par with, how about First Form Cell? That sounds good for me. This is because of how weak Goku is in this What If. Trunks is the strongest one here by a landslide. Obviously, this actually makes the androids way weaker. They aren't even nearly as strong as Trunks. They're literally as strong as Trunks in their normal power, maybe a bit stronger. Trunks is actually kind of shocked by this. In Super Saiyan, he's almost as strong as this android. And so they begin the fight, with Gokunks just utterly demolishing the androids. Knee after knee just destroying them, as he eventually rips off 19's arm and throws it into Jiro, as he then fires a huge blast, killing Jiro actually. And he then jumps back, and fires a huge Kamehameha at Android 19, ending him. This is actually a really anticlimactic battle, as there's no need for it. There's no need to do anything else. The androids are just that weak compared to this fusion. And yeah, I'd like to say, from this point on, this What If gets a little fusion reliable, as you'll see in the later parts. Goku and Trunks eventually defuse as they head to find Jiro's lab. They arrive there, but it's too late. They see 17 absorbed, and then 18. Now, they're looking at a perfect Cell, who blitzes Goku and sends him flying almost dead on the ground. He's lucky he barely got out the way, as he was blasted, and this almost killed him. Trunks pulled out his sword and he tried to fight Cell, but Cell just picked him up and threw him, as this is a future Cell, and his timeline is the exact same as it was in. It doesn't matter how strong the androids are, his Cell is not going to change. Cell throws Trunks, and he's just heading to Goku. He thinks this is boring, though. He knows they need to rely on fusion. He gives them 10 days to train for their Cell games. And in the Cell games, there will be no fusion. He wants them to use actual strength against him. Goku thinks of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, and the groups are going to be a lot different. It's going to be Goku and Gohan heading in, Trunks and Yamcha heading in, and then Roshi and Krillin both head in. This is because Roshi has his youth, and he's a lot stronger now. By the end of the 10 days, everyone has gone into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. And actually, with this, we can go over power levels for one little reason. They're actually weak enough. So this is actually very bad for them, as we're still using power levels, which shows how weak they are. However, in these years, they trained a lot, and I mean a lot. Goku doesn't have Super Saiyan though, and this is going to be a disadvantage. Trunks is the only one here who's accessed it at this point. And so Goku can use up to Kaioken times 25 though. And if he wants to Kaioken times 30, but it puts a huge amount of strain on his body. So Goku's power level will be, you ready? 7.9 million. And he still has Kaioken, so that's boosted him. But it's not even nearly as much as Super Saiyan. He's bigger than he was against Frieza. He still wouldn't beat Frieza. And he has to face a perfect Cell? Yeah, this isn't going to work out. Gohan will have a power level of 3 million, and he'll be able to use Kaioken times 5. and if he wants, Kaioken times 10. He obviously has the strength to go way higher, Kaioken times 20 even, but because of his kid body, he's only able to use Kaioken times 10. But we won't be going over Trunks because he gets stronger, but we focus on Yamcha when he's training. And Yamcha has a power level of 4.5 million, a lot more than he should have, and that's because he trained with Trunks, the strongest person here. And this makes him stronger than Gohan, but he's still Yamcha, so he isn't nearly as strong as everyone else. Roshi and Krillin will both have a power level of 3.3 million, a lot above Gohan, but not crazy ton. Now then, let's get into the Cell game. Everyone starts with Trunks knowing he's the one that has to do it, but there's no grades, no nothing, it's just normal Super Saiyan for Trunks. Trunks comes rushing in as he tries to punch Cell, but even Trunks with grade 3 wasn't even close. I can't talk, just Cell. As this is a perfect Cell too, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Trunks is just thrown into a mountain with ease, just like Hercule was, but obviously Cell had to use a bit more power, as it wasn't Hercule, it was Trunks. But Trunks isn't going to lose this. Trunks is just going to come running back with a sword, but he's just slammed into the ground, almost unconscious. So tosses him over to Goku, but Goku gives him a Senzu Bean. And Goku knows, even though Cell didn't, they're going to die. And although Goku loves a perfect fight, and he loves a great fight, but he can't. He has to fight. He has to win, or else the world's doomed. The universe is doomed. So Goku decides he's gonna fuse with Trunks. He gives Trunks a Senzu Bean as they lower half their ki and they fuse. And they form once again Gokenks, the strongest fusion yet. Obviously it's the same as earlier, but Goku's a lot stronger and Trunks is kinda stronger. They go up to Super Saiyan, with them even breaking it to Kaioken. This is because Goku knows Kaioken and Trunks knows Super Saiyan, so they try to do it. This is going to make the fusion run out very quick, but because this fusion was already first form Cell level, without Super Saiyan, add on Super Saiyan, then Kaioken, they actually have a chance against Cell. And a lot stronger too. Cell is actually blitzed. And he is shocked at the size difference. It's actually crazy. He's gonna lose? But how? He's perfect now. He's perfect. As he's just getting hit with a combo after combo after combo. Even creative moves just for Gokenks. As they then trip him and then stomp him into the ground. As they blast up and then they charge up a Gallic Kamehameha. And they fire it at the ground, which Cell actually dodges. He used instant transmission to get behind them. As he then kicks them straight to the ground. But as they're knocked into the ground, they know it's a perfect time for a burning Kamehameha. They combine the burning attack and the Kamehameha, and this actually is enough to kill Cell, erase him from existence. Cell tries to get out of this blast, but it connects before he can use instant transmission, and it atomizes him, erases him from existence. There's nothing left, and Cell is actually dead. So as you can tell, this story is fusion reliant. They need fusion all the time, as they relied on it too much at the start, and this caused everyone to get weaker. Goku is as strong as Frieza Saga counterparts. He isn't going to get there. And so he has to actually train very hard during the 7-year time skip. Here's where the story gets a lot different. Trunks didn't get enough strength to fight the androids unless, so he actually decides to stay back and train with Goku. So this is going to be good. He actually helps raise Gohan too, and even Goten when he's born. After the 7-year time skip, Trunks heads back to his time, as he thinks he's strong enough. At this point, Goku has Super Saiyan grade 2, Trunks has grade 4, and Gohan has Super Saiyan in general, as he hasn't trained much, as he still has to work, he still has to do his job, but because of Trunks knowing his future, Chi-Chi lets him train. The 7-year time skip, other than that, isn't that crazy. Everything for everyone else is the same, except Trunks grows up with Yamcha, and he's a lot weaker. So, there's not much with the 7-year time skip. We can get into Buu and actually get to halfway, maybe even finish it. The Buu saga goes the same, except Vegeta and Piccolo would be replaced. Obviously, with them being no Vegeta and no Piccolo, with Vegeta being dead and Piccolo being sealed away. So, they'd be replaced by 2 random fighters. who we won't really know. Vidal's still going to be dating Gohan, that will not change. And now let's actually get into the rest of it. Everything else goes the same, except Gohan doesn't give anywhere near enough energy. Not even close to half, as this is a lot weaker Gohan. He wasn't even strong in the Cell games, which is kind of crazy. So, when they go to fight Deborah, who they manage to find, and they defeat everyone, pretty much everything goes the same, except it's a lot harder for everyone. I did also forget to mention Trunks left around the last 2 years. Not sure if I said that in the video, as I'm recording this last margin a lot later. I had already finished this video, but the audio was a mess, so I thought I'd redo it. And the script kind of messed up, so I have to mainly just rewrite this part, and I don't remember what the old part was. The script was deleted, so I had to go off my audio already. Sorry for the inconvenience, as there might be a few mess-ups in the video because of it. So they go to fight Deborah. They rush at him, and Goku tries to attack him, same with Gohan falling behind. But Gohan is kneed as Goku just falls, as Deborah dodged him, and he's then hit with an elbow. They both are spit on. Shin then teleports everyone to the Supreme Kai Realm, where they're going to be trying to pull out the Z-Sword. Roshi, though, reveals a huge secret. He reveals that he had been training. He did his secret training, although he is not nearly as strong as he is in the Tournament of Power, just so he isn't broken. He's actually, when he shows his full power, is as strong as probably Boo. Not Super Boo, because this is a lot weaker Roshi in general, and he did his secret training, so he is very strong. But there's something you may have known. His fake UI doesn't have a name. I'm not going to give it a name. If you guys want, I'll just call it Roshi's Technique. Probably going to do that anyway. I'll probably call it Roshi's Instinct. Roshi's Ultra Instinct. It's not going to be like a T23 form. Just Roshi's version of Ultra Instinct, pretty much. And that will come in handy later on. So he uses this as he pulls out the Z-Sword with ease. He isn't going to break it. And that means no Order Kai, which is bad for Goku because that means no Ultimate. But Beerus won't have to worry about him being released. That's good, I guess? Shin knows Roshi will be enough, and there was no need to even teleport here. Roshi teleports to Deborah as he is sliced in half multiple times. Roshi is actually shocked. He knew this would be easy, but this easy? He just destroyed Deborah like that. Gohan and Goku actually turn unstonified. That's not a word. Anyway, Roshi runs, and he sees Babidi, as he then flies towards him, as he delivers one huge punch, pretty much just exploding Babidi. With the force in this, Babidi's dead. Now that the Buu Saga is done, the lack of a Buu Saga, I guess we could say, the tournament ends with Hercule winning, because no one else was there. Now then, we'll get into Beerus next time. What will happen with a lot weaker version of Goku, 3 Saiyans, and a Super Roshi? Will his UI be helpful? UI with quotation marks. Or will it cause them to die? There will be no Buu, Angry, and Beerus, so we will find out next time on What If Earth Had Fusion. It's been Shay Talks Anime, and I'll see you